Welcome back guys, there's a new patch arriving today for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's around 7 GB download and we will check every single glitch and trick we have in the game and see if it's still working or not. This video actually got longer than expected because the glitches don't get fewer, they actually get more for every version they release. So let's first check out here the update history for patch 111. Some things that actually popped out for me here are the change of damage here, obviously for the harpoon impalement, and then they claim that they finally managed to get rid of the Mary-Louise cloak. I don't have that glitch, so I cannot check this out for you actually. And then they also claim they fixed that some perks did not actually trigger here, especially for the mentor set. And they also apparently fixed the quiver size, which was a new bug they patched in last time. So now it should be back to your normal size and the normal amount of arrows. But in this video I will mainly focus on the glitches and we will start directly with our XP, tungsten and nickel farms. Here we had a very beautiful location in Lincolnshire, where there was a guy with a nickel we could farm every time. And the glitch actually was that we could just make his body explode and make him immediately respawn. And now I was checking if that guy is still here and I just killed every enemy, and for some reason I could not find the guy with the wealth marker. I literally searched everything. He wasn't in his bedroom, he was not working, he was not outside. There was just the guy on the watchtower as usual, and it really looks like they kind of removed these guys with the wealth markers entirely from the game. So there is no way you can make them respawn because they no longer exist. The same also happened to the guy with our tungsten ingot. He simply did not have a wealth marker anymore, and even when I tried to make his body disappear with the exploding corpse glitch and then saved and reloaded that save outside of the camp, it simply did not work. These guys will never respawn, they will not have any wealth, no nickel, no tungsten, no carbon, and the worst thing of all is they don't even give you any XP. So they not only got rid of all the nickel, carbon, tungsten farms, they also got rid of the XP farms, and that means that there is no proper way to get more XP in the game once you finished every location. There's simply no enemy that gives you more than 75 XP. And that's the point where Ubisoft now actually finally broke the game, because there is no way to fill up all the hundreds of mastery levels with enemies that give you 10, 50 or 75 XP. That's ridiculous. Because they also removed all the XP when you kill the patrols with the wealth marker. You will also only get 50 or 75 XP when you kill the guy which has the tungsten ingot. You actually get the tungsten ingot, but there is no way you can level up by doing that. At least we can be happy that we still have a couple of patrols here in the game. They didn't remove it, but they actually really nerfed it into the ground. There are 2 patrols here around the rock in Hamptonshire, and when you kill them you can simply warp back to Gloucestershire and look out for the patrols running around in the city and also kill them there. That's the way which was also shown in one of my videos. It is not so efficient as the explosive corpse glitch, but it is still a proper way to get more tungsten if you need them. So having them remove entirely every XP was not really expected, so I switched here on to check out if the money glitches were still present in the game. The first money glitch here is of course the Beggar Raven glitch. In the city of London there are 3 beggars and you can give them 5 coins, and every 5th to 6th try he will actually give you a very powerful rune which you can sell for 58 silver every time. The fastest way to do that is obviously calling your Raven, and then you can simply give him 5 silver again and again. It takes like 3 seconds to give him 5 silver each, and you get 1 rune every 6th try. And when you kill him you get all your money back. So that's really important that you kill him, because otherwise it's not really efficient. So the Beggar Raven glitch, even if it was already nerfed in the past, is still working and it's still a good way to make money. It's relatively easy to do that, but there's a much better way, which is the Rune Duplication, and as it looks like I still have the duplicate Mark of Solbo, I have still duplicate Huntsman armor, then I can simply put in the runes which I want to duplicate and then simply select the other Mark of Solbo, push out the duplicate runes, equip the real one, then push out the duplicates in the duplicate Mark of Solbo, and you can just rinse and repeat that every time. So this is quite surprising, they never even touched the Rune Duplication yet. That is still the best way to generate money in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's still fully working as usual as in the original version of the game, and I suspect that it is really difficult difficult for them to actually remove this glitch without having to remove all the items and the huntsman armor as well. So I'm really curious if they will ever do anything against the Rune Duplication. That will be very interesting. They really messed up on that. So what else do we need besides XP, money and tungsten? Of course we need invincibility, so I checked also the new Godmode setup. Last time we actually thought that the Godmode was already patched, but during Christmas we found a new way to do that, and now it is actually working on all of games which are lying on the ground. And that has something to do with the stand-up animation of Eivor when you just finish the game. In order to do that, just start the game and then immediately forfeit. And then during Eivor's stand-up animation there's a small frame window where you can actually fast travel. Now when we try to press pause, at this moment we cannot fast travel. So we wait a couple of frames more, we try to fast travel, still not yet, but now when he's making his pose we can fast travel, and then we are still in God mode. So we travel here to Oxenfordar because that's a distrust area, and we check if the enemies do anything against us. So we can simply attack him. He has already seen me, everybody has already seen me. The game actually engages me, but I can still assassinate all these enemies. So God mode is still working, and at that point I believe that Ubisoft actually doesn't really care anymore about the God mode glitch. They rather focus on removing every way for us to level up instead of fixing a much more broken God mode glitch here. Some of the other glitches we found in the past weeks are the flying paper glitch. I already explained you, when you use your blinding rush you can actually climb up and collect that flying papers and it will not move away, because these papers can also not see you and they will not escape. And apparently that is still working, and you can still collect all these flying papers without any problems by using your blinding rush ability. Buying the scrolls of knowledge from the merchant every time you level up is also now very important. It is more important than ever before, because we got ripped of any possibility to level up once we have completed the game. So without buying the scrolls of knowledge, there's no way for you to reach the level cap and to fill all your masteries. So you really have to push to get settlement level 6, and then for every level up you should buy the scroll of knowledge, because otherwise you will simply not make it to the level cap. You will be stuck at around 400 and with a couple of masteries, and you will not be able to fill up all your masteries. So make sure you buy as much scrolls of knowledge, because the XP will actually decrease to exist. There will be no more XP on the map if you finished all the locations. A glitch that many of you guys really like, obviously, is the new door opening glitch that was also found during Christmas, and apparently when you check it out you have to use 2 powder trap arrows, either with a predator bow or with any other bow, but you have to make sure that you aim correctly on that red spot. By firing 2 powder trap arrows on that spot, it is still working in patch 1.1.1, and you can open every locked door very easily. So they haven't fixed it yet, but I believe they will fix it at some point. So hurry up and finish all those doors before they patch it. I was also curious if they removed any of our material farms, so I started to check out the titanium farm here in Lincoln. Apparently the titanium is still there, and you can also still collect it. If your character is at level 400, then these titanium spots will also yield every time 4 titanium. If you're not at level 400 yet, you might actually get like 3 or 2 titanium sometimes, but when you hit your level cap 400, you will always get 4 titanium from each of these material spots. And also in Winchester we still have all 4 titanium spots, so you can easily collect all the 4 titanium spots. I recommend you to watch the titanium run. There you can get infinite amounts of titanium, like 1000 titanium in just 2 hours when you do that. You will never need more titanium than that. And last but not least, I also checked out the iron and leather farms. I started here with the leather farm. There is a really good place here in the wood here down in Hamptonshire, and there are so many wild boars running around. It is really ridiculous, and every single of these boars give you like 40 to 50 leather, and there are like 20 or 30 boars running around. So you get 1000 leather easily on that location, and it is also still working. Then I walked to the Cistern Tower here in Oxenfordshire. There's also still around 500 iron lying around that tower. Of course the amount depends on the level of your character. At max level you will get around 500 iron when you collect every single piece of these. And the other spot in Hamptonshire is also still working. There is still the same amount of iron as before, so happy farming. I hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave me a like, and see you next time.